Welcome to the rapid-fire game that puts high school students on the academic playing field. It's WHIO. Here's your host, Mike Hartsock.
And hi once again, everybody, and from all of us here at WHIO to you and yours at home, Merry Christmas to you this holiday season. We've got a good game for you today between our two-time returning champions from up on top, the Beavercreek Beavers, and first-timers from down on the bottom row, the Arcanum Trojans. Good to have you with us, and it's time to play WHIO. Our game is 4 rounds. In the first round, 10-point toss-up questions. You buzz in first, you answer the question, you get the 10 points. If you incorrectly answer, then the other team can give the correct answer and steal those 10 points away. So teams, if you're ready, what do you say we go here? Let's play WHIO. The South has been characterized by many people. H.L. Mencken coined a phrase to describe the conservative religious nature of the American South. Joey from Beavercreek.
Boo Boise.
No, that's incorrect. Let me finish for Arcanum. What was that phrase to describe the American South? The phrase was the Bible Belt. Another 10-point toss-up. This part of the brain is its second largest. Its main job in the brain is to coordinate. Kevin from Beavercreek.
Cerebellum.
The cerebellum is correct for 10 points. It was during this week in 1620 when an exploratory party from this small ship landed on a large rock on what is now the Massachusetts shore. Joey from Beavercreek.
Mayflower.
I need more than that, I believe. I need more than that. Okay, let me finish the question for Arcanum. Name the ship and the rock.
The Mayflower and Plymouth Rock.
That is correct for 10 points, Ryan. Another 10-point toss-up. Look up at your monitors now. The state you see highlighted on the map is in the heartland of our nation. Steve from Beavercreek.
Kansas.
That is Kansas for 10 points. For half of the 20th century, the Lion of Judah, Emperor Haile Selassie, ruled this, Steve from Beavercreek.
Ethiopia.
Ruled Ethiopia. That is correct for 10 points. Name the two-word capital city of the nation of Ethiopia. Kevin from Beavercreek.
Addis Ababa.
Addis Ababa is correct for 10 points. What major world river flows in a northeasterly direction? Steve from Beavercreek.
The Nile.
The Nile River through Ethiopia and emptying into the Mediterranean Sea. Herbert Feist wrote a diplomatic history of World War II. The title of his book was The Names of the Three Allied Political Leaders of England, the U.S., and the Soviet Union. What were their last names and thus the title? Steve from Beavercreek.
Churchill, Stalin, and Roosevelt.
That is correct for 10 points. This new wonder drug spread in 1905 from Germany to Britain and then to the world, becoming very popular for the pain of headaches and symptoms. Kevin from Beavercreek.
Aspirin.
That was aspirin, correct for 10 points. In what modern nation of the world is the play Hamlet set? Sana from Beavercreek.
Denmark.
Denmark is correct for 10 points. In 1896, it was Athens. In 1900, it was Paris. Steve from Beavercreek.
They were hosts of the Olympics.
That's right, St. Louis, and followed in 1908 by London. The ballet, The Rite of Spring, was first performed. Kevin from Beavercreek.
Stravinsky.
Igor Stravinsky is correct, composed The Rite of Spring. Next question. Used blood is sent back to sent by the body back to the heart via vessels called. Angela from Arcanum.
Veins.
Those are veins, that's correct. You go to a nice restaurant and you order some vichyssoise. What is the main solid ingredient of this food item? Sana from Beavercreek.
Veal.
No, incorrect. Arcanum, a chance to steal. Angela.
Pork.
No, potatoes is the main ingredient of that food. Obviously, nobody's had vichyssoise before. The play Anna and the King of Siam later became the musical. Sana from Beavercreek.
King and I.
Let me finish the question. That's wrong. It became the musical and movie entitled The King and I. What is the modern name of the nation of Siam? Arcanum? It is known as Thailand. In 1990, this cartoon character turned 40 years old. Joey from Beavercreek.
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown. Still looks like he's about 10, I think. Jack Nicklaus has won many major golf tournaments and titles. Which famous tournament has he won the most? Steve from Beavercreek.
U.S. Open.
Incorrect. Arcanum a chance to steal. Ryan.
The Masters.
He won the Masters 6 times. That's correct. The Arctic Ocean is often given little attention. Perhaps it's because so many of us misspell it. Spell Arctic. Kevin from Beavercreek.
A-R-C-T-I-C.
That is correct for 10 points. The novel by Eric Remarque entitled All Quiet on the Western Front was published in 1929, but it dealt with an earlier major world event. Sonna from Beavercreek.
World War I.
World War I is correct. You go to a restaurant and see on the menu that the soup du jour is X. What does the phrase, Sonna from Beavercreek?
Soup of the day.
Of the day
Of the
is
day.
correct. Nice job for 10 points. And we're at the end of round one of our game today between Beavercreek and Arcanum. It's 140 to 30 after one round. Plenty of time to catch up right after this. Welcome back, everybody. We're one round deep into today's game between the Arcanum Trojans and our two-time winners from Beavercreek. Beavers lead right now 140 to 30 as we get ready to play more HiQ. But before that, let's meet our two teams. Starting off on the top row with Beavercreek. Sonna, you lead us off.
My name is Senna, and I'm a senior.
My name is Kevin Miller, and I'm a senior.
I'm Joey DeLong, and I'm a junior.
My name is Steve Fiore, and I'm a sophomore.
Okay. Down on the bottom row from Arcanum, Rachel, start us off.
My name is Rachel Kelly, and I'm a junior.
My name's Aaron Trask, and I'm a senior.
Angela Oswalt, junior.
My name is Ryan Buckingham, and I'm a junior.
All right. Aaron, 1999, pretty big year for Arcanum. What's it all about out there?
Yeah, it marks the sesquicentennial for Arcanum as a community.
And for those of you that don't know, sesquicentennial is?
That means 150 years.
All right, congratulations to Arcanum. Let's play our second round of action. This is our bonus round. We'll ask toss-up questions. You answer correctly, your team then gets a chance at up to 3 more questions for as much as 30 additional points. The teams, if you're ready, here's your first toss-up question. The book was about a tame dog that went back to the wild to lead a wolf pack. Joey from Beavercreek.
Call of the Wild by Jack.
The Call of the Wild is correct. Bonus questions for Beavercreek only now. For 5 points, what famous 1920s NFL player was known as the Galloping Ghost?
Red Grange.
That's correct. For 10 points, this Yankee first baseman was an outstanding player for years and years, known as the Iron Horse.
Lou Gehrig.
That is correct. And for 15 points, she was a vivacious 1940s movie star who was called the Sweater Girl.
Marilyn Monroe.
I didn't think you'd get that one. Lana Turner was her name. Not bad, 2 out of 3. Here we go. Another toss-up question. In 1990, Iraq claimed that this small neighboring country, Steve from Beavercreek.
Kuwait.
That is correct, was actually the 19th province of Iraq, and they invaded it. Once again, bonus questions for Beavercreek. Who said these famous lines? For 5 points, to be or not to be? That is the question.
Hamlet.
That is correct. For 10 points, my kingdom for a horse.
Edward II.
No, it was Richard III. Okay, another 10-point toss-up question. Without a doubt, the first recorded example of this family problem was by Cain and Abel. But you and Joey from Beavercreek.
Sibling rivalry.
That is correct for 10 points. Nice job. Bonus questions once again for Beavercreek. Switzerland is a small nation in Central Europe. It shares a common border with 4 other nations. Picture on a map of Europe in your mind. For 5 points, name any one of Switzerland's neighbors.
Germany.
That's correct. For 10 points, give me another one.
Austria.
That's correct. And for 15 points, the other 2.
Italy and France.
That is correct. Nice job. 30 points on that one. Another 10-point toss-up question. The phrase inside the beltway generally is a negative term referring to being out of touch with real people and their lives. What city of the U.S. is often referred to by this phrase, inside the beltway? Kevin from Beavercreek.
Chicago.
No, incorrect. Arcanum, a chance to steal. Ryan.
Seattle, Washington.
No, Washington, D.C. is the correct answer. Another 10-point toss-up. Smog is a major problem of air pollution in too many cities. What are the 2 words, Kevin from Beavercreek?
Smoke and fog.
Smoke and fog make smog. That is correct. And bonus questions once again for the Beavers. Musicals have given us major songs enjoyed by many apart from their source. I'll give you the song title. You tell me from which musical it's come. For 5 points, 76 trombones. That was from The Music Man. Another 10-point toss-up question. Weather moves in a general direction across the United States. From what direction to what direction? Steve from Beavercreek.
From west to east.
That's correct, and bonus questions for Beavercreek. I want you to row, but not like in a boat. Each of these answers is a word that begins with the two letters R-O. For 5 points, to cook by exposing to dry heat or to honor someone by friendly teasing.
Roast.
That's a roast. For 10 points, a relatively small gnawing mammal.
Roding.
That is correct. And for 15 points, a gauge that consists of a graduated glass tube containing a free float for measuring the flow of a liquid. I got you. A rotometer, it's called. Another 10-point toss-up. The Allegheny and the Monongahela rivers meet to form the Ohio River. Joey from Beavercreek.
Pittsburgh.
That's incorrect. Let me finish the question for Arcanum. Into what other river does the Ohio River flow? Aaron.
The Mississippi.
It flows into the Mississippi. Bonus questions for Arcanum. Without authors, we would not have famous literature. For 5 points, who wrote the book Huckleberry Finn?
Mark Twain.
Correct. For 10 points, who wrote Pride and Prejudice?
Jane Austen.
Jane Austen is correct. And for 15 points, who wrote Crime and Punishment?
Tolstoy.
No, Dostoevsky is the correct answer. 2 out of 3, not bad. Another 10-point toss-up. This body system serves as the body's chief control system. Angela from Arcanum.
Neurological system.
Now let me finish the question for Beavercreek. It receives and sends instructions to all parts of the body through its connections, which extend to all outer parts of our bodies. It's called the Sana from Beavercreek.
Nervous
The
system.
nervous system is correct, and extra credit, bonus questions for Beavercreek. Do you know your geographic features of the Earth? How about deserts? For 5 points, name the major desert in North Africa.
Sahara.
For 10 points, the major desert in north-central China.
Gobi.
And for 15 points, the desert in Southern California, of which Death Valley is one part.
The Mojave.
The Mojave is correct, and we are at the end of round 2 of today's game. Checking out the score on the board, Beavercreek's built a big lead, but there's still half of our game to play, and we'll do that when we come back. Once again, Merry Christmas, everybody, and welcome back to High Q. Today's game between the Beavercreek Beavers and Arcanum. Let's check out the score real quickly. The Beavers on top after 2 rounds, 295 to 55. Dr. Jim Upoff joins us, and Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you. Likewise, Merry Christmas to all of our players and to our audience at home. Good luck, team.
All right. Let's play our rapid fire round now. In the rapid fire round, each team gets 1 minute to answer as many 10-point questions as they can. Any questions they incorrectly answer or pass on, the other team can give the correct answer and steal those 10-point questions. Arcanum, you're trailing right now. You have first choice of categories. Will it be Geo, moving experience, or powers, Aaron?
We'll take moving experiences.
Moving experience it is. Beavercreek, listen closely. You'll have a chance to steal. Here we go. Sports teams change cities rather often. I'll tell you where the team is now. You tell me from what city it moved. For 10 points each, name as many as you can. Here we go. They are now the Baltimore Ravens.
Cleveland.
The L.A. Dodgers.
Brooklyn.
San Francisco Giants.
New York.
Minnesota Twins.
St. Louis.
Incorrect. Indianapolis Colts.
Pass.
Atlanta Braves.
Pass.
Pass.
Tennessee Oilers.
Houston.
Houston.
Correct. St. Louis Rams.
Los Angeles.
Correct. Oakland Raiders.
Los Angeles.
Correct. Phoenix Coyotes.
Pass.
New York Yankees.
Pass.
New York.
No, it's incorrect. Is that time? No. Oh, Dallas Stars?
Phoenix.
No. Oakland Athletics?
Pass.
Arizona Cardinals?
Phoenix.
Incorrect. Sacramento Kings?
Los Angeles.
Nope, it's incorrect. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that you got right, so plenty to steal here, Beavercreek. Let's see what you can do. First off, the Minnesota Twins.
Pass.
They were the Washington Senators. The Indianapolis Colts.
Baltimore.
That is correct. Atlanta Braves.
Boston.
Boston or Milwaukee. The Phoenix Coyotes.
Winnipeg.
Correct. The New York Yankees.
Pass.
Way back when, they were from Baltimore. The Dallas Stars.
Minnesota.
Minnesota North Stars. The Oakland Athletics.
Kansas City.
Kansas City or Philadelphia, either one we will accept there. Arizona Cardinals.
St. Louis.
St. Louis is correct. And the Sacramento Kings.
No clue.
The Sacramento Kings were from Kansas City. Before that, they were the Cincinnati Royals down in Cincinnati. So, okay, now it's Beavercreek's turn to play. Arcanum, your team turn to listen up. Is it going to be Powers or Geo, Kevin?
Geo.
Geo it is. Not the car, but this Geo. Each answer in this rapid-fire round begins with the letters G-O. Answer as many of the 15 as you can within 1 minute for 10 points each. Here we go. Cross this line in football and you score.
Goal line.
An ugly, mischievous, and sometimes evil and malicious
Goblin.
creature. A peanut.
Goober.
A giant of a man killed by a Hebrew
Goliath.
youth. The mineral which worked like a magnet to get Americans to move
Gold.
west. A boat, especially in the canals of Venice.
Gondolier.
Pardon me?
Gondolier.
No, incorrect. An instrument for measuring angles, also a direction finder.
A gonometer.
Yeah, correct. A style of architecture developed in northern
Gothic.
France. A narrow, steep-walled canyon.
Gorge.
A metabolic disease marked by painful...
Goiter.
No, incorrect. A biblical study about a man who helped another after others passed.
Good
Good
Samaritan.
That is correct. The organization a nation uses to rule itself. Ours is in
Government.
Washington, D.C. Correct. Associated with melons, squash, cucumbers, and
Gourd.
pumpkins. A sport played with a set of clubs on a
Golf.
somewhat open surface. I heard golf. So 14 questions, 2 that you did not get. Arcanum, you have a chance to steal those. A boat, especially in the canals of Venice. The gondola. And a metabolic disease marked by painful inflammation of the joints.
Gout.
Gout is correct. So that's 3 rounds of our competition. Let's check the score one more time. And Beavercreek has 475 to 135 over Arcanum. We're back for the final exam right after this. Welcome back to the final round of today's competition between Beavercreek and Arcanum. On the scoreboard, Beavercreek's built a big lead, but Arcanum has a chance to catch up now with 20-point questions rather than 10 points. So they're all toss-up questions. Teams, here we go with your final round. Born this week in history, he became the founder of the Mormon Church. Joey from Beavercreek.
Joseph Smith.
Joseph Smith is correct for 20 points. Also born this week in 1879, he became the dictator of the Soviet Union for many decades. Joey from Beavercreek.
Stalin.
Joseph Stalin is correct. Ohio has 99 members of its State House of Representatives. Each state senator's district covers 3 House districts. How many state senators, Joey from Beavercreek?
33.
Ohio has 33 senators in the General Assembly. That's correct. Look at your monitors once again. Columbus was looking for this land when he ran into Steve from Beavercreek.
India.
He was looking for India when he ran into the New World. That's correct. Prince Hamlet observes this man praying, but passes up an opportunity to kill him. Who was the man in prayer? Sonna from Beavercreek.
Claudius.
King Claudius. That's correct for 20 points. He made the first known sound recording when he recited... Steve from Beavercreek.
Thomas Edison.
He recited Mary Had a Little Lamb. That's correct. Born in 1444, this Florence artist created the painting The Birth of Venus. Angela from Arcanum.
Da Vinci.
No, incorrect. Let me finish the question for Beavercreek, in which his elongated figures float along against a simple flat background as though they were paper cutouts. Who was he? Sonna?
Botticelli.
Botticelli is correct for 20 points. He was a European composer during the first half of the 19th century. One of his most famous works was a full oratorio with orchestra, chorus, and soloists entitled Elijah. What was his name? Kevin from Beavercreek.
Handel?
No, incorrect. Arcanum, a chance to steal. Ryan.
Mozart.
No, Felix Mendelssohn was the correct answer. These natural happenings occur spontaneously, but at low rates, and they create changes in the DNA. Kevin from Beavercreek.
Mutations?
Mutations is correct for 20 points. A mother and daughter of the late 19th century are both remembered. One was a pioneer in women's studies, the other the author of Frankenstein. Name them, let's see, Rachel from Arcanum.
Mary Shelley and
Now you've got half of it right. Beavercreek, a chance to steal. Joey.
Mary Shelley and Elizabeth Shelley.
No, Mary Wollstonecraft. What we're looking for. A former Republican Attorney General advocated preventive detention, a practice of locking up people who were suspected of getting ready to do something illegal. Which constitutional amendment would such action have violated? Steve from Beavercreek.
The fourth?
No, it's incorrect. Arcanum, a chance to steal. Aaron.
The first?
The First Amendment, that's correct. The scientific law reads, the work done in 1 second by 1 ampere flowing through 1 ohm is named after the English scientist who was born in 1818, Joey from Beavercreek.
Watt.
No, incorrect. This law is named for him. Arcanum, a chance to steal. Ryan.
Newton.
No, it's James Joule's law. In the world of espionage and the spy business, when you can get your agent to work for the organization or agency being spied on, Joey from
Double
Beavercreek.
agent.
No, let me finish the question for Arcanum. Your agent is called by what animal name? Rachel.
eagle.
No, he's called a mole. Another 20-point question. It is a Latin expression which means I take the blame, it is my fault. Sana from Beavercreek.
Mea culpa.
Mea culpa is correct for 20 points. In the 1960s, those who favored strong military actions negatively referred to this symbol as the track of the American chicken. Joey from Beavercreek.
The peace sign.
The peace sign is correct for 20 points. He stole fire from the gods and was punished. Sana from Beavercreek.
Prometheus.
That is correct. He was punished by Zeus. This state's name has its semantic roots in an Iroquois word meaning great river. Let's see. Ryan from Arcanum.
Mississippi.
No, incorrect. Let me finish the question for Beavercreek. The state flower is the red carnation, the state insect the ladybug, and its beverage is tomato juice. What state are we talking about, Steve?
Ohio.
We're talking about Ohio. He was an English scientist who revolutionized radio telegraphy with his 1904 invention of the thermionic valve. Who was he? Ryan from Arcanum.
Henry Bessemer.
No, incorrect. Beavercreek, a chance to steal. He was Sir John Ambrose Fleming. She was a woman in the Old Testament who so impressed a wealthy landowner. Angela from Arcanum.
Esther.
No, incorrect. Beavercreek, let me finish the question. Who so impressed a wealthy landowner with her generosity and kindness that Boaz married her. What was her name? Also the name of a book in the Bible. Steve.
Ruth.
Ruth is correct for 20 points. This group of muscles straightens the hip and bends the knee. They are very subject to being pulled. Joey from Beavercreek.
The hamstrings.
The hamstring is correct for 20 points. She was famous for being the Canadian writer of the best-known story. Nope, didn't get to that one. We are out of time today, and we'll come back and check out the final score when we come back. Well, for the second week in a row, the Beavercreek Beavers have scored an all-time high on WHIO, 755 points to register their third straight win. So Beavercreek comes back next week to look for their fourth win in a row and a spot in the playoffs against Russia. We'll see you next week on WHIO.